What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Wednesday evening's Anfield Agenda news roundup, where as always I'm going to do my best to keep you right up to date with where we are with all the news surrounding Liverpool Football Club. We'll be talking a little bit about Upamecano, why it looks like he could be going elsewhere. We're also going to be hearing from Dominik Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo and lots more over the next few minutes, including a surprise link to Carlos Baleba. That and lots more to come, but as always, you know the drill. I want to know your thoughts. Do let me know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoy the video, and I will be back here tonight at 9 p.m, a little bit later than normal, 9 p.m, for the late night agenda. Right, let's start off with the Upamecano story. And this piece here from Sky Sports in Germany said, Bayern Munich have submitted an improved contract offer to Upamecano and are pushing for a swift decision with talks at a decisive stage. So their CEO has said, I believe he would sign what he was on the table now. I believe he should sign what is on the table now because things aren't going to get any better. We've made him an exceptionally good offer. The next part, though, was very, very interesting. What he had to say is something I've honestly never heard mentioned before. He said, if you chew chewing gum for too long, the flavour fades. That's why he shouldn't drag on like chewing gum. Wouldn't mind hearing a few of those type of statements about the Canada situation coming out from Liverpool, but there you go. With less than 6 months left on his deal, Real Madrid, amongst others, are known to be suitors there for Upamecano. So remember, Canada, if you keep chewing on that chewing gum, the flavour fades, or something like that. So Dominik Szoboszlai, speaking about the Reds game coming up against Arsenal, said this: the Premier League is not easy. You don't win it by January, so I don't think we're playing against the champions. They're playing against the champions, and that's probably what they know as well. We know, of course, they're one of the favourites this year. Unbelievable team, really good players, but we shouldn't also forget about Manchester City and Aston Villa, who are doing very well. No, we don't play against the champions. We play against they play against the champions. So basically just reiterating there from Dominik Szoboszlai that Liverpool are still the champions. We won't be defending it though, but he is right. Technically we are the champions, and you know Arsenal are going to want to get that victory over us to, I guess, cement their own title credentials. I do have a video coming out late this evening with Lee Gunner as well. That one should be out at either 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. tonight. Not really sure what time Connor has it scheduled for, to be honest, but we recorded it last night and it is coming out this evening. Right, so Cody Gakpo, on the next target being to climb up the Premier League table, had this to say: that's the mindset and how it should be. We need to go game by game and keep on climbing. That's what we're looking towards and working towards every day. And again, sometimes the results are disappointing or the performances is not as good as we want them to be. We stay together and we keep working towards that goal. These all just kind of sound like empty soundbite words to me that, you know, it's like press conference by numbers. We know these things. They're all obvious statements. Yes, of course, we want results to go the right way. And yes, of course, we need to start climbing the table. But we're also coming into quite a difficult run of fixtures. And that starts off with a trip to take on Arsenal. So let's talk again, Mr. Gakpo, after we take on Arsenal tomorrow night. And hopefully we've got some positivity from that game. But I don't know about you guys at the minute. I'm not holding my breath. So, Cody Gakpo, and leading the attack against Fulham, had this to say: I enjoyed it. It was a really long time for me since I've played there. It was good. I can do whatever the team asked me to do, and I will do whatever I can do to be the best version of myself and to try and help as much as I can. And look, it is always great to hear a player say that sincerely, that they're willing to do whatever the team needs them to do. They're willing to play wherever the manager or the position that is needed to be played or filled. And Cody Gakpo's done it. Dominik Szoboszlai's done it many times, as have others in the Liverpool side. But it still is best, isn't it, when you have forwards? And it's looking unlikely that we will see Hugo Ekitike playing tomorrow. There's been some rumours that some Liverpool staff have taken him out of their FPL team. I mean, take from that what you will. But he hasn't trained yet. They're going to train, I think, today and then see if he can play tomorrow. So it's not looking great, and we could again see Cody Gakpo leading the line against Arsenal. Team Talk have had this to say: Liverpool and Spurs are tracking Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba, with both clubs monitoring the 22-year-old situation amid growing Premier League interest. Brighton are adamant that they'll only consider offers in the £87 million bracket, making a move more likely in the summer. They go on to say that Spurs are also exploring a move for Conor Gallagher, though Manchester United remain in the mix for Gallagher and Baleba. Look, I've known for a long time of Manchester United's interest in Carlos Baleba. The whole world has known. They wanted to get him in the summer. They're considered about trying to make a move this January, and I do think that he is on their list. Well, at least under Ruben Amorim he would have been. Now, whether that has all changed because they fired the manager, who knows? But that uncertainty may give Liverpool the ability to jump in there and try and steal a mark. So we will keep an eye on the Carlos Baleba situation. We know what a talented player he is. So do let us know your thoughts in the comment section there on whether you'd welcome a move for Mr. Carlos Baleba. Right, next up, we're going to hear from Dominik Szoboszlai on how to fix Liverpool. And I want your indication of what you think he means by some of these sentences. So let me read it out to you and we'll go from there. It's not my job to say it. We have so many people in the club to find solutions, and they'll also find those solutions. I'm pretty sure in every player here, I think there are a couple of things they're thinking, but everybody is going to keep for himself at the end, and we're going to speak with each other, speak as a group, and then we grow as a group because we're Liverpool. Now, you can take that up however you want. The line in there about every player, there's a couple of things that they're thinking. I don't know how to interpret that line. It could be interpreted as a uniquely innocent line that means nothing, or it could be leading on from Alexis McAllister and the questioning of what is going on in there. I don't believe the whole team is behind the manager. You know my take on this, and I don't want to make every video about the manager. But when you see interviews like this coming out, as I said, you can read between the lines and see one thing, another person can read the article and see another thing. But for me, it just puts a little bit more doubt in my mind once again about quite how much the players really are behind the manager and quite how long he will still be in that job. Look, again, let me know what you think about what Dom had to say, if it was something and if it was nothing. This from the club. Hugo Ekitike has been shortlisted for the PFA Premier League Fans Player of the Month Award for December. And congratulations on the nomination. A very well-deserved nomination. Hugo Ekitike has been nothing short of magnificent since he's come to Liverpool. We know what a great run of form he's been in December, or he was in December, excuse me, scoring plenty of goals as well. So always good to see. I don't think anybody would deny that he's probably been the standout summer signing so far for the Reds. We've seen Florian Wirtz starting to come into his own. Of course, Jeremy Frimpong looking good lately as well. But well done to Mr. Hugo Ekitike there, and make sure that you get on and vote. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it where we're at for now. The Arsenal preview is already out, so I hope you've had a chance to watch that. Thank you to Connor as well, who jumped on this morning, gave you a morning update after the press conference. Don't forget, as I mentioned, I will be here after 9 o'clock with the late night agenda. And also, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for the GoFundMe. It is really close now to hitting its target to send Adam and his brother over to defend the the European MMA titles for Ireland. We are very close. The link is in the description if you'd like to find out more about it and help push the lads over the line. We've tried to raise $3,500. We're so close to it now, and I think we will get the boys to where they want to be. The full story, of course, is available on the GoFundMe. And thank you to everyone for their time. See you tonight at 9. Much love.